All right. We've just been staring into the lens for like a while because this is our first in-person recording. If you guys are just listening, you probably don't know that. So we don't know how to do in-person recordings yet.
We're awkward.
Um, we just got back from MadCon. We intended on doing one of those Monday bonus episodes live in person. We have like a 2 mic setup that we were gonna bring and record during the event, but we were too busy.
A little bit. A little too busy. We were too busy.
It was too good of an event to stop and record for an hour. So that's just a testament to Madison Seminary, to the entire Mad crew.
How much people love it.
The event raised over $13,000 for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. That's just incredible. It's an incredible event. And spooky season is officially upon us. So while we're still here, we literally just got back last night from Madison, Ohio. We wanted to get together and still crank out a normal episode at the very least. We'll do some Monday bonuses at the next couple events, but now we're in person. Let's talk for a normal pod about spooky season.
Spooky season.
And not just talking about pumpkin spice. We'll get to the pumpkin spice debate later. We'll save the fun stuff for the end. But people do say that this season, spooky season, Halloween time, is when the veil between our life and the next life is at its thinnest. We're going to be talking about October through a paranormal lens. Welcome to our podcast, where we take deep dives
Looking at various topics through a paranormal lens.
We are recording this right at that time of year where we are flipping our clocks back, turning them back, we're getting ready for October and all that Halloween has to bring. It's September 21st.
The 21st night of September.
Yeah, I forgot. You remembered.
I remembered, he didn't.
I did not remember the 21st of September. Anyways, we'll get into the fun stuff after. The main conceit of this podcast is, do you guys believe that the veil is at its thinnest this time of year? Do you even believe that different times of year can contribute to more or less activity?
Yeah, I think it's definitely seen, or I feel like I felt that paranormal activity really does amp up around this period of the season. Is that because of some sort of other supernatural phenomenon that's going on, like the veil being thin, or is it because people are more into the spookiness and have that energy and are, in a sense, inviting in the spookiness of the season?
Maybe both.
I'd add a third option. We tend to do, as we kind of alluded to before, we have all these events this time of year. We, especially now that we're like an LLC and we're doing tours and more events, we're just doing more. So more tends to happen when you're, putting yourself in more locations and in more environments to experience activity. Mm-hmm. It's not like how many events are we doing in January, for example?
None right now.
Exactly.
So sad.
Who in northern Michigan is driving through the blizzard to go investigate a cemetery? I mean,
yeah, no, not me.
Yeah, no. So, that might contribute to why no one's talking about January being the most haunted season. What about you, Angela?
I mean, I've never really thought about it until I met you guys. I mean, I've only been investigating for like 3 years. I started in 2022, and I wouldn't have thought about it. I thought it'd be haunted. I mean, things would be active throughout the whole year. I mean, that is the case, but like ramped up activity definitely, makes a difference.
When you did your couple, because you started really investigating once you met us, but you have done investigations in the past, like ghost tours and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Were those all around Halloween time, or were those no? They were
that
just
was in like spring.
Okay, so around the springtime is really when you.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that another thing too? Like, the beginning of spring, that's usually another thin veil too that people usually see a lot of activity too. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get back to that later.
Mhm.
First, let's kind of close the chapter on Halloween temporarily. Halloween. We've done stuff on Halloween itself, on All Hallows Eve, the whole month of October. What's our final thoughts? Is Halloween itself, and I do have some data to share with you in a moment if we want to transition to that, but do you guys feel anything around fall, just even outside of investigations? Do you feel something in the air that's different than the air maybe in spring or summer? I don't know, but people feel.
I mean, no. It feels the same to me. It's just when you're out seeking these type of things, you're gonna find it more during these time of year. I don't think it feels different.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. It's hard to say because yes, it feels different. But is that just because it is the change of the seasons and the
Spooky time.
in spooky time,
Yeah.
inviting the spookiness and all that jazz? It's hard to say because like if we didn't celebrate Halloween or All Hallows Eve or All Saints Day or Dia de los Muertos, would we have the same feelings? Like if someone didn't know about the holidays, would they also feel the change? I don't know if that makes sense.
Who knows?
That is. I mean, you get in the mindset. We'll get to the fun stuff after. I promise everyone. We'll get to the pumpkin spice, the favorite Halloween time movie.
Spice have to do with all of this?
Well, I mean, like that's just
It's the
it's spooky
signature
season.
scent or
It's-
flavor of
it's-
Halloween.
Exactly. I mean,
The scent of pumpkin spice attracts the ghosts.
Yes.
100%. That is fact. They
interesting.
smell it and they're like, "Ooh, gotta go to this person."
Gotta go haunt people.
Yo.
But it doesn't actually. I mean, we'll get again. You guys really want to talk about pumpkin spice? I mean, I'm gonna have to hand up, but I know.
Honestly, I really
but-
don't want to.
But like, it doesn't.
Spice.
It doesn't smell like pumpkin. It smells like cinnamon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so like vampires hate garlic and ghosts love cinnamon. Is that what you're?
Hey, that's a good thing. What is cinnamon used for? Like, for things,
What?
Like
What kind of things?
What do you mean?
like spells and
oh,
things like that.
I thought you were asking about like
Like
baking and stuff and recipes. It's like it can be used in anything, Angela.
No, I'm talking
What else?
about like in witchcraft and making spells and that type of thing. Like, what is cinnamon used for?
Girl.
That's something you can look up
Yeah.
on your own time.
No, but I mean, but
Right.
maybe if was pumpkin spice and you're using cinnamon and that type of thing a lot, then it's maybe that throughout the whole year, maybe that's contributing to it.
I
So-
don't know.
Long
maybe.
stretch, but
Your long stretch is if more witches drink pumpkin spice year round, the world would be a more haunted place.
it looks like Bree's looking it up. I would.
And
I
for
wanna know what.
all the people that can't see, she typed "wag" is cinnamon
No,
used for,
I said
and then
what?
it had to autocorrect to what?
It is in witchcraft used to speed up spell work and enhance manifestation, for prosperity, love, protection, and spiritual awareness. Oh, maybe
So that
that is
could-
an AI overview. It's not actually something from like a real person, but
Yeah, but still,
the
So-
spiritual awareness.
spiritual awareness.
Maybe more people are more.
When the veil is more open and there's more spiritual awareness with the cinnamon and the pumpkin spice, maybe a location is more haunted when there's a pumpkin spice latte around.
Because who doesn't go ghost hunting with coffee?
I mean, the amount of times I've like just gone and
Okay.
even just doing B-roll, I always get pumpkin spice.
Yeah. yeah.
This time of year.
This time of the year. Who isn't, if you're going on a paranormal investigation or a ghost tour, or not even specifically like going on a ghost hunt, but just someone who's got tickets to go to
Yeah.
a haunted place to like do a tour, they're probably going to bring a coffee with them. And because of the season, it's more than likely going to be a pumpkin spice coffee of some sort. So is
People
that
love their
enhancing
pumpkin
their
spice.
spiritual awareness
You
and
never
having
know.
more activity happen?
We were making fun of Angela a little bit, but she might be honest.
She might be on to
It's not as
something.
long of a stretch. Because, like, that could be, I mean, a spell is really just a recipe,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Yeah.
So if the recipe is, you're watching all these horror movies, you're in the mindset, you're going to investigation, maybe meditating before, even if you're not, like, a practicing witch or anything, or even psychic, and you're opening yourself up, having that cinnamon, both as a flavor and a scent, adding to the mix this time of year could be the one ingredient that pushes the recipe into perception land.
but also at the same
Perception
time,
land.
think about how long saying like the fall is like thinner veil, how long that has been going on for. Has been cinnamon been used during that time of the year for like thousands of years?
Mm.
I don't know. I mean,
Pumpkin spices have been
But
around
also, you
that
got to think
long.
about it too, because like we kind of touched on using.
Curses and spells and stuff in the previous podcast about curses. Like, if you are putting cinnamon in your coffee, but don't think of it as as spell work, does it hold any validity? Oh my god, am I witnessing abuse?
for all the people that are just watching, so as soon as Brenda mentioned curses, a car outside started like honking its horn. So we kind of smirked, and then she bumped into me, like a full-on brawl broke out.
I think I might have to call the cops. Like,
Is Angela cursed?
Physical abuse.
Angela's not cursed.
If you, go back and listen to our podcast about curses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's that as
Different,
well.
different
So,
topic. then.
Episode 3.
Go listen.
Even
Good
people that
episode.
listened to the episode came out with the conclusion that she is cursed, even though the conclusion was she's
Wait,
not
really?
cursed.
wait, what?
People didn't really listen to the full thing. They just listened to like 5 minutes,
I
and they were
thought
like, Angela's cursed. I'm like, did you listen to it?
Yeah.
The point was she's not cursed.
Yep.
But maybe she is.
You never know.
I'm not cursed.
No.
I gotta wear shoulder pads next time we do it in person. Recording.
Anyway, what were you talking about, Brie, before we got started?
I was just saying, like, if you're not using cinnamon or pumpkin spice in your drink with the intent of it being spell work, is it gonna still be valid?
That's true, because like we said, curses and spells, I feel like it's a lot of intention.
Mm-hmm.
But what we said before, even if you're not going in with the intent of, I'm gonna, conjure a ghost tonight,
Yeah.
right?
But
You
people
have an intent to experience activity when you go on a ghost hunt. So that's like an intent to
and there
experience
is
a
the
hunt.
intent for, like, oh, I'm getting a fall drink for the spooky season. Yes, it's spooky. Pumpkin spice. Yay, Halloween. So
Woohoo!
anyways, so I think you were gonna say something and then we went on
Yeah.
cinnamon and
the
pumpkin
pumpkin
spice.
spice rant.
This is what we do on Paranormal Lens. We kind of make a joke about something and then realize, wait, we're onto something, and then go down this big rabbit hole where the use of cinnamon and pumpkin spice drinks and bringing your pumpkin spice drink to a ghost tour might actually be spell work in a way.
So many people don't realize that it's actually a spell, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we had to spell it out for people. What is
What's he
pumpkin
looking
spice
now?
used for in witchcraft?
He was looking that up.
Oh, there's other ingredients to pumpkin spice that we didn't mention.
Cinnamon,
such as-
ginger, nutmeg, and clove.
Okay, but those are all things used in spells a lot of the
Mhm.
times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's same type of thing. Abundance, protection, spiritual
So what
awareness.
is clove and what was the other thing?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg and
Ginger.
ginger often used for.
I'm not gonna look up every single
Yeah, we're not.
like,
I think that's
we
a
could-
tangent
that's
we
something
don't.
we could, like, if the viewers want to look into it, they can. If you want to look into it, Angela, you can.
It-
I'm
yeah,
not gonna take up half the podcast looking up
the
individual spices.
like we did the predominant ingredient. Like now we're getting into the nitty gritty.
Gritty.
No one drinks pumpkin spice or brings pumpkin spice, and it's like, Do I smell clove? Well, ooh, I love
Like,
the strong
clove
clove
around
aroma.
Am I
So-
getting a hint of nutmeg?
Just
Oh, maybe there's just a little sprinkle of ginger in there.
Aren't
but
you
that's
technically a ginger?
No.
Oh.
hair looks more blonde.
It depends.
I thought maybe
it
you dyed
depends
it.
on the season. No, I don't dye my hair.
Oh, disregard.
Depends on the season. It sometimes looks ginger.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll do a fun blog post. Don't in front of the mic. That's
Sorry.
she's not used to this. We had a whole we had to tell her not to like slurp coffee drink into the mic earlier.
Let's insert that audio.
You wanna?
Yes.
So now that you guys all
Experience that.
that, I do have some data to share with you guys. I did this a little bit ago, unrelated to this podcast, but I forgot about it, and then this jogged my memory. We, between 2017 and 2021, made a web series during our undergrad and college called Afterlife Road, a Haunted Michigan web series. We investigated over 200 of the most allegedly haunted locations in Michigan.
When they say we,
Yeah,
those
this-
two, not me. I'm
Well,
out of the picture.
this is going to get interesting because Angela said she met us in 2022. Sorry,
2023. After
2023.
investigating in 2022, like
Yeah.
officially investigating.
Yeah, she started investing in 2022, met us in 2023. All this data that this web series and everything was between 2017 and 2022-ish.
Mhm.
Give or take.
So what I did was I took, because after we graduated college, investigations became more sporadic, and we don't really have data on like the exact dates that we necessarily did everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And we didn't always record things or like write down what happened on these investigations. We were just doing them to do them in the moment and have fun.
right. So I realized we have 200 investigations during a set period of time that have dates, and we have the videos to be able to, if I because a lot of the cemeteries, especially because every cemetery, slight tangent, every cemetery is Riverside Cemetery, River Bend Cemetery, Oak Grove Cemetery, Oak Hill Cemetery. It's like
Maple Crest, Maple
yeah,
Maple Hill,
it's like
Maple Road.
so all the cemeteries ever to exist are named after the river, hill, or trees
Mhm.
nearby.
Yeah.
Can we innovate the cemetery naming industry?
I mean, there are some out there that are different and like have names like Stryker,
There should be a pumpkin
That's named-
cemetery.
but that's named after a
A
person.
person.
who's
Pumpkin
in the-
Spice. Yeah.
Pumpkin Spice Cemetery.
Pumpkin Spice Cemetery.
Or Pumpkin Cemetery and Spice Cemetery, and they're on opposite sides of the town.
Fourth Road, that'd be really cool.
Oh.
And then the road name is just coffee.
Yep.
Or Latte. Latte Road.
Latte Road. We have a lot of good ideas. But anyways, going back to the data. So we had all these 200 investigations worth of data on locations, experiences, and dates. So what I did was I went through every single one of these investigations, over 200, and I gave each one, just first instinct, a rating between 1 and 3. 1 being not haunted. 2 being, yeah, there's activity, can't deny that, but it's not really memorable. 3 being, okay, this one is a standout, in a league of its own, S tier, super fucking haunted. And then
Crazy shit happens there.
crazy. Like 3 is crazy, guys.
Which didn't happen very often, but
Not
when
often.
it did, it was crazy.
Being ghost hunters,
Being ghost hunters.
we don't experience activity often, but when we do,
Anyways.
They're crazy.
anyway, so we have this data, and there are some interesting results because I went through, and initially I asked it to just graph all the 3 out of 3s, the crazy shit, put on a graph over the span of the 4 or 5 years, all the 3 out of 3 most haunted locations. And there were 2 times a year where all the 3 out of 3s happened. October
Okay.
and February/March.
Okay.
But then I went through and I realized most of our investigations were in October because, as we said at the top of this, we tend to do a lot of events. There's a sort of a societal pressure, especially when we're making things like podcasts and stuff, to release things in October,
Mhm.
right? We need to have stuff out. That's when people are wanting to watch this stuff. I always joke it's kind of stupid to release a paranormal movie in November.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Because everyone's kind of over it at that point.
yeah, you missed a boat by like 3 weeks.
But
What's
if
the
we
matter?
do it during November, then we get the real spooky fans.
We get the real fans.
We get the real
We
fans.
get that. That's like,
We don't get the.
if you're listening to this in November, you're a real fan. Reach out at Crossroads of Curiosity. What's their email? Listen, I don't even need to tell you because you're such a real fan.
This is like. If you're a real fan, you will know our email. You will tell us our email because we're not a fan of ourselves, but you're a fan for us. You will know our email.
You're never over it.
Why does this all sound vaguely like a threat? Like, I feel like now they're not going to want to reach out to us. Unless they know our email.
If you don't reach out to us, then you're not a fan. And how dare you? I want my fans.
What are we doing?
Oh my god.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Oh, November. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, so then to clarify and reiterate, the most 3 out of 3 most haunted places we've ever investigated, all of the 3 out of 3s, no outliers, were between, or only occurring between the months of October, February, and March, which were the 3 months where all the 3 out of 3s happened. But then I realized, like I said, we've done most investigations in October. Plus, in 2017, when we started, that was fall semester of college. So we
Yeah.
started in October. So we don't have, the data from earlier in that year.
Mhm.
So there is more there, some more opportunities to have 3 out of 3. So what I did was then I went through and I took the average of each month during those 4 years. So October 2017, October 2018, October 2019, etc. And I created an average number of the 1, 2, and 3. 1 being not haunted, 2 being haunted, 3 being crazy shit of every month. So now we're just looking at the averages of months from this sample size. And I looked at every month that had an average rating of 2.5 or higher.
Okay.
So then we narrowed it down. And now we have one time of year where there's an average, in our experience, during undergrad, 200 plus investigations, one time of year stood out compared to all the others as having an average rating of 2.5 or higher out of 3. Can you guess what time of year that was?
Spooky time of year.
Is it going to be Halloween or is it going to be that time span between February and March?
That's the question.
Because honestly, if I'm thinking about it, I feel like we have had our spookiest stuff happen in the February to March timeframe.
What do you think, Angela?
I think you're gonna say October Halloween time frame.
Ooh, I gotta be the deciding.
You're the one who has the facts, so there's no deciding.
Yeah, that's right. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
you're not deciding. You're
But,
telling us.
true. The winner is. Now's the time you gotta do this. She's been wanting to do this so long. Brianna wins.
Really? Holy fuck! Oh yeah. Wow.
Excuse me. Not like you haven't said worse.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting that.
Isn't
But they would know. They would know
Yeah.
more than me.
And that's continued. We have made, at this point, 4 short films. We did a trilogy of short films called Afterlife, Timeless Spaces, and Dweller. And then recently we relaunched with a film called The Possession Tapes. Can you guess what month all 4 of those was filmed in?
Oh my gosh, like literally in the spring time frame.
I would say between March and May.
Yeah.
I can
Right?
get more specific.
Well, I mean, we've filmed The Dweller in April.
No, we filmed
No.
Dweller in March.
Oh, I thought it was
Because
April.
Yeah, never mind.
It was the whole point.
Because your
The whole
birthday.
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 It was my birthday.
I
We
know,
filmed
I'm
it on my
terrible. My brain
birthday.
was thinking your birthday was in April and not March. I'm a terrible friend, obviously.
What was that?
I'm not gonna say it.
Say that again, Bree.
Say it again.
No.
All right. So we filmed Dweller, which won best new media / TV feature. I don't think I'm getting that right. What did it win?
I don't know.
Best
Something.
new media.
Hey, if you're one of the November listeners, tell us what Dweller won at the Midwest Weird Fest last year. Actually, it was this year, right?
It would have been this
Yeah.
year.
Please tell us in that email. Also, let us know our email. Also, let us know not to drive to Ohio and back in a 24-hour span because we need sleep.
Do you want to be our new HR manager? Because it's too much for me.
Bree is the HR manager. Me and Ben made the decision that Bree is the most responsible. She is our HR manager, more of ghost manager.
We're just repeating a bit from last week now.
Yep.
Please stand by.
We filmed Dweller on my birthday in March.
Mhm.
We went back a year later, literally the same weekend, just woohoo, same weekend we filmed Dweller. What ended up happening then turned into
The possession.
Possession Tape, and then rewinding to Timeless Spaces, we filmed that beginning of March. It would have been spring break. Rewind to Afterlife, we filmed most of that, most of the new footage in March.
Yeah.
And there are a few interviews that I did into April.
Mm-hmm.
So all the major films we've done were filmed during March. And then if you think about it, that actually makes sense because like I said, spring break, that's, we would have free time is between right when a new semester is starting, not a lot is happening. We're coming out of hibernation when we don't really investigate during the winter, especially here in Michigan.
Even though there's still snow on the ground, there would be some like little warm spurts.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
Not very.
Not a lot.
Not enough.
But when we're antsy to investigate, every little warm spurt is a spurt. And then I refuse to give in to this, guys. Guys, if you're listening to this episode, this might be the one you want to watch on YouTube. This
is a good one.
These two co-hosts are wild. Anyways, but then if you want to think about the pressure to release something in October, you can't film it in October to release a film in October.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of these film festivals, because everything we make, we don't just post on YouTube. We're like legit filmmakers that like do the film festival.
We actually try to make good actual film, not like typical YouTube ghost investigation things. Like we try to make an actual good story and information involved with our film.
Yeah, we don't put out anything that doesn't have a purpose of putting.
Yeah.
The only thing out of the 4 films, the only thing that didn't do the film festival circuit was Timeless Spaces, which was just a 15-minute YouTube video thing that we made in conjunction with the Festival of Oddities. Anyways, so we do the film festival circuit, and a lot of these film festivals you need to submit. They have a May, June, July sort of deadline because they have to watch all the films, prepare for the festival and all that. So working backwards, it would make sense to film these things around spring to then, distribute, go the film festival circuit. A lot of these film festivals are planning ahead for October. So it does kind of make sense from that strategic standpoint. But also, I mean, do we think that could be another liminal time of the year when all the snow is melting, it's starting to get warm, things are waking up, everything that's been hibernating, what are your thoughts on that?
Isn't there like another point in time in spring where they say the veil is the thinnest? Isn't that like around the spring solstice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know when that
It's
is,
the
though.
spring solstice. See, I can use my phone this episode because usually I am using my phone to record. And I'm not. So now I can Google all the things that I'm usually like, I don't know. Okay.
Spring solstice, she's looking up.
What day is spring? March 20th
Wow.
for 2025. So
So that
So
works
that's
out.
around the same time. Because we were filming Dweller on your birthday, which is March 24th.
So I think what we're getting at is around the solstices,
Mhm.
or, you could, and around the changes in seasons,
Yeah.
just in general, very liminal times where things could be more likely to happen, and we've definitely seen that in two of the major shifts in seasons.
Mhm.
We didn't see one or experience one personally in our personal anecdotes, and our experiences that then contributed to this data set because we didn't investigate between fall and winter because winter break, we were away from each other. There were blizzards happening in Michigan. Not a good time to go to a cemetery. And then a lot happened between spring and summer because we investigated a lot during our undergrad. So then we left and summer vacation and
Busy with
also
other things.
mosquitoes.
Do you know what I would want to do? All those places, Ben, that you gave as like a 1, rating of 1,
Mm-hmm.
those were not during the March time frame, right? I'm guessing, right?
No, there would have been because
There would have been.
yeah, the average for this would have been 2.5 or higher, and there were some 2.5s.
Yeah, but what about the 1s?
I mean, there's one spring.
Because-
Most investigations were a 1.
Yeah.
I was trying
Yeah. I
because
think, I was just wondering, like, if you went to those very non-active ones during that you didn't visit during the spring solstice time frame, and you went back and did those, what is it called, non-active investigations, I wonder if it would have been more
more active. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, that would be a fun experiment. I don't think we would feasibly in our lifetime be able to go to like
Every single
150 locations because I don't think we have
solstices.
I don't think we have 150 spring solstices left in us.
Well,
I mean, we
ones
do
that are closer to us that we had a lower rating and do it,
true.
We
already have 30 years of investigating experience between us combined. So we're about a fifth of the way there.
That means nothing. That literally means nothing.
What is that?
It's just a number.
Age is but a number.
It's true.
Um,
Time is just a number too.
time isn't real.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Never
No.
heard of her.
No.
Mm.
Oof. Especially, maybe that's why, because Madison Seminary especially, time is like really
Time is
warped and
whack.
weird,
It's
and we just got
definitely
back.
weird. Yeah.
So maybe that's why we're all kind of
Yeah. Literally, we
Uh,
had like how many people while we were there were like, we've seen your guys' stuff here before.
And
Like,
we
'cause
were not
had, we had Annabelle and Jacques with us, and they were like,
our haunted objects.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we've definitely seen like these,
Honestly,
like this dot, like this combination.
4 people
And
came up to
we're
us
like,
and
well,
said
have
that.
you ever been to Michigan? Because we go to Michigan events, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, we're from Ohio.
And it wasn't like a social media, like I've seen this on.
Yeah.
So they're
No, it was
I've
like we've
seen
seen
this.
them in person, and we're like, we've never, like, this is our first time at this event.
Mhm.
Like, we've never brought these objects here. It's like,
time at Madison is just very non-existent.
yeah. And so the booth that was next to us, they're like, yeah, literally, this is our local haunt. This is where like,
where
we
we
live
go.
here, and
They were like
10
saying
minutes
like
from the road.
they were like, yeah, I remember you guys from last year.
And we're like, no.
But they were like, but I recognize your cabinet and I recognize your doll. You guys had been here before.
we're like,
we were like,
no.
no, this is our first time. And then we had another
And then-
person
but
that
we-
walked up and said the same thing
Yeah.
to us when they were looking at our things. And then I was talking to another person and I was telling them what booth we were at. And they're like, oh yeah, you guys were like talking about like Annabelle. I saying like I remember Annabelle from last year too, and I'm like, no,
We don't. This is our first time.
what dimension?
Yeah, and
is
literally
this?
the people who are in the booth next to us, I was I'm like, well, we are at Madison. Time here's wonky, and they're like, oh yeah, we know it's super like the time things here are super weird, so it's entirely possible that like we just I don't know remember it for some weird reason.
That's what everyone says. Like, this isn't just like one person saying time is weird at Madison that we're just extrapolating. This is everybody.
everyone.
This is a known phenomenon that's gone back. And even, I mean, I don't want to go into the thing I did in a certain specific location of the seminary that I filmed.
Oh yes,
Because spoilers for an upcoming project. But
you gotta save that for that.
yeah, I had a pretty wild experience. I mean, we all did.
Yeah.
But specifically Brianna too later than I, but we'll get into that in a later pod for this project. It's spoilers, but I had a very impactful experience that I was talking with somebody about, and she said, yeah, that might have been my ghost from last year.
It's just weird.
Which is just weird for anyone to say.
Yeah,
because it's like,
but it made sense.
But yeah,
but it's like some people like people who aren't into this as much as we are. That would be really hard to wrap your mind around because when people say ghost, they mean like, oh, past the dead.
people
but like
who died who are no longer
time isn't
here.
the thing there, really. But there's a living person in front of us who has a ghost there.
Yeah.
I mean, if
it's a hard thing to like wrap your mind over, but it's like that's a common thing there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about residual energy,
Mm-hmm.
why do you have to be dead to contribute? Like, if you have
Yeah.
such an impact in life on a location, when does like the energy stick, so to
Yep.
speak?
Yep. And she has a big impact.
Yeah, there's this
Like,
prominent person.
Was that location in that specific spot Ben was doing his thing at. So it would make sense.
So that means you need to stick around because we will eventually be releasing what happened. So no spoilers.
If you're a real fan, you probably already know what happened, though.
Maybe.
You're with us, even in spirit.
I love this new bit.
But do you love this new bit? Let us know in that email.
That we don't know.
That we don't know. Listen, at least I didn't say afterliferoproductions@gmail.com. I was this close. I was this close.
Close to say.
I was this close. Who are we? What are we doing?
What's the topic again? What are we talking about?
On this episode of Streams of Consciousness.
Only.
Please stand by.
Stop kicking the microphone.
I'm sorry.
And
I got nothing in my hand. I got nothing in front of me. I want to do something.
Well,
I just end up kicking stuff.
she doesn't know how to function. This girl has never left Zoom. This is her first time in the real world. And she doesn't know what she's beating me up. She's kicking the microphone.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you, Angela. We've never met before.
Hello. Hello, stranger. Hello.
Glad to see you outside of Zoom.
Hi.
Hi.
Anyways, there's a whole world out there, Angela. Expand your horizons a little bit. You can leave Zoom. You're stuck in Zoom. I know you had to go on Zoom in March of 2020, but you can come out now.
Mm-hmm.
Come out!
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm doing the exorcism. The demon of Zoom! Come out! Release Jesus in the name of Jesus Christ! Get out of your Zoom!
Wait, so in this circumstance, is Zoom the demon or is Angela the demon in Zoom?
Can we tie this to egregores somehow? I feel like that's where we always land. Anywho, let's get to the fun stuff before we wrap this. What's your go-to Halloween movie?
The Conjuring universe.
That's not one movie.
Yeah, but
Or The
be any
Conjuring.
of them.
Yeah,
Look
just-
at, I'm a fan.
I'd
Yeah.
say I do like the Conjuring movies, but like those are any time of the year. They're spooky movies. Specifically, like maybe a Halloween movie, I would say classic Hocus Pocus
Mm.
or Practical Magic. That's like my
I don't know
comfort
that
movie.
movie.
You don't know Practical Magic?
Uh-uh.
Ugh, you're
I
missing
don't know
out.
what that movie.
We need to watch it.
Also not a fan of Hocus Pocus.
Each to their own.
Well, that's fair.
I haven't watched the new one.
So the Hocus Pocus scale would be Brianna 3, me 2, Angela 1.
Yeah.
1.5. I can watch it, I just don't love it.
I don't even know if I would be willing to watch it, I'm gonna be honest. So
Seriously?
it would be a 1 for me still. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'm indifferent.
What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Well, I don't have a favorite, but I was thinking about this earlier, and if you told me Halloween, what movie right now reminds you of Halloween? Like, what's the first movie you think of when you think of Halloween time? I'm going to throw a curveball, and I couldn't. I tried asking myself this multiple times, and I came to the same answer. It's no one else's Halloween movie.
What is Ice
What
Cream
is
Man?
it? Just say it.
Ice Cream Man.
No, that's my Christmas movie.
That's your Christmas.
Oh,
Ice
yep.
Cream Man.
Showing my sign, Clint Howard, Ice Cream Man, sign.
Sign.
My favorite movie is Ice Cream Man. Yeah, my Letterbox bio says the only person on Letterbox to have the Ice Cream Man ranked higher than Shawshank Redemption, and I haven't found anyone else that that fits in with that. So anyways, my Halloween movie is The Exorcist 3.
There's a third one?
I haven't.
We watched it together. Okay. 55 minutes? We need Zoom! It keeps us on schedule. 55 minutes talking about pumpkin spice? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 55 fucking minutes talking about pumpkin spice. No one's gonna listen to this.
Yes, we will. I think this is our best one yet.
Thank God we didn't talk about cloves and nutmeg. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Paranormal Lens. If you liked what you heard, every 5-star rating and positive review tells the algorithms we're a worthy podcast and pushes us out to more listeners. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next Thursday for another Paranormal Deep Dive.